Dr. Sabia Khan, Associate Professor, Samrat Prathiraj Chauhan, Government College, Ajmer. Today I am going to explain you urine formation. The kidney, it filters unwanted substance from the blood and produce urine to excrete them. There are three steps of urine formation. Number one is the glomerular filtration, second is reabsorption, and third is the secretion. Now in this diagram, you see the structure of the Bowman's capsule, the proximal convoluted tubule, the distal convoluted tubules, and in the glomerulus there is a supply of blood capillaries, and showing the three stages how the urine formation take place. Now first is the filtration. Here in this glomerulus filtration take place. Glomerular filtration, it is the first step in urine formation, and in it the fluid, ions, glucose, waste products are removed from the glomerular capillaries, which I have showed you in the diagram. Now the mechanism of filtration, how it works. The process by which glomerular filtration occur is called as renal ultrafiltration. Now in this case, the hydrostatic pressure, it is working as a force and it is driving the filtrate out of the capillaries into the nephron. Nephron, it is the structural unit of excretion. Now glomerular filtration rate, it depends upon many factors. First, the glomerular filtration rate, it is measured that describe the total amount of filtrate formed by all the renal corpuscles in both the kidney per minute. It is directly proportional to the pressure gradients in the glomerulus, and it increases with the urine production and vice versa. Now constriction in the efferent arteriole going into the glomerulus and the dilation of the efferent arteriole will decrease the glomerular filtration rate. Second step is the tubular reabsorption. In this proximal convoluted tubule, reabsorption occurs. When the glomerular filtrate, it is coming to the proximal tubule, then the essential nutrients are absorbed. What are the nutrients that are absorbed? They are glucose, amino acids, water, ions like sodium, potassium, chloride, bicarbonate, magnesium, calcium. They are absorbed from the glomerular filtrate. Means these are the essential ions. When the filtrate finally comes to the collecting duct, ADH, that is antidiuretic hormone, it acts and reabsorb the excess water and decrease the urine volume. Means the urine become concentrated. The third is the tubular secretion. When the glomerulus filtrate is in the proximal convoluted tubule, now here the creatine, uric acid, they are secreted in it. And when the filtrate, it is going to the distal tubule, urea, potassium ion and some hydrogen ions are secreted in the form of urine. Here again the volume, it is decreasing. So finally when it is coming to the distal tubule, the volume has further decreased and urine formation has occurred. Now filtration, reabsorption and the secretion of different substances, I am summarizing it. The nutritional substances such as amino acid, glucose are completely reabsorbed from the tubules and they do not appear in the urine. Even though large amount is filtered by the glomerular capillaries, and in the glomerular filtration, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion, it is regulated according to the need of the body. Now generally this question is asked, why this in the proximal convoluted tubule major reabsorption occurs? Yeah, why PCT is a major reabsorption site? तो इसमें क्या है, what happens, why it is? Because epithelial cells, they have extensive brush borders and they have extensive number of carriers. What are the carriers in PCT? They are the proteins, and they have large number of mitochondria to support active transport. Lastly, if we are seeing the reabsorption in it, then 65% of the reabsorption occurs, and most of the filtered chloride ions, they also reabsorbed in proximal convoluted tubule. Secretion, it is an important site for the secretion of organic acid and bases. So example, what are the examples? They are the bile salt, oxalate, urate, etc. So finally we have completed this, the 3 stages. Hope you have understood, and if you have any queries you can ask, okay? And if you want notes and other things, regular classes are going on, then you can ask in a group also. And as usual I am always asking a question. So what is the function of ADH in urine formation? And the answer you are going to give in comment box. Till then, goodbye.